Good evening to everyone, and here we go. Last round, Brazil. And tonight is gonna be an exciting day. We got a full driver championship fight. So we Dani Banani laps on yours and Super. And joining alongside me is the one who started with me. So we're gonna finish together. So it's Gurla.
Hello everyone, very excited to be here, of course, once again in tier 2 this time for the last round of the championship. So it's gonna be very interesting race for sure.
If you can go a little bit higher with the microphone, I think it's a bit low.
Like this?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
better?
yeah, it is. Yeah, now it is.
Perfect.
Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, for driver championship fight. Well, we got the most we're going like to be very tight are I think Lepson and Danny Banani with 86 and 83 points, but we still got Puke Soup and yours. So yeah, that's going to be very exciting as we got all the four guys driving. But let's watch the McLaren of Horizon. So let's see. I think everyone likes this track, to be honest. It's a very good track. It's technical, but it's also very fast. So let's go on board with our Horizon. So here we go. Sixth gear, you go joining full throttle there, and then here you try to cut as much as possible the right, let's say curve, if it's not really much curve, but yeah. Here I think it's the slowest corner you have to take. Second gear, then maybe sure shifted into the third gear. Here it's obviously full throttle, and then here, let's see, 51.7. I don't know what the times are going to be. Probably, I don't know, 7 point something. I think, I don't know the time it was in tier 1, but let's see Horizon. Yes, 7.9, so that's the benchmark. So, but I think that's a quite decent lap. So here we go with Danny Banani, who's the one who's is the leader of this championship. So let's see if today he can be crowned as the champion of tier 2. But here we go with his first lap. So let's go more with him. 4, 5, 6, and laps on 7.7. And we got Danny Banani a little bit behind 8.0. But yeah, also we are expecting the times, between the drivers to be much closer as it is a short track Brazil. So we expect them to be, very close in terms of gap.
Yeah, the times will probably be very close, and well, I was trying to do the maths between everyone that could win the championship in these last rounds, but I think you were saying it's from P6, right?
No, from P1 to P4, the championship fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. So from Puke Supa to Dani Banani, which is
Yeah,
currently P1.
yeah.
So I think the math would be very complicated.
Well, I think
But
you can just copy and paste like the image of the leaderboard on ChatGPT, and then you just tell him to do the math. You could do that.
yeah, but it's a four-way. If it's a four-way fight, then
Yeah.
for each one to be champion, the other three would have to be in different positions.
Yeah. Well,
In
we can.
different like specific positions.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot of combinations,
Well, we just did
and
the
it's
math like at the end. It's gonna put more hype for tonight's race. So yeah. But here we go. We got yours into P1, Puke Soup P2, Lepson third position, then Danimalani fifth. So yeah, we got the contenders there. The first 5 position. Well, except from Horizon.
I think the best way to see this is if either Dani or Lepsen win, they are champions.
Yeah, they are.
So
Yeah,
if either one of them wins,
yeah.
they win the title. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be an interesting race.
Yes, we got like Lepson looks like at the start of the season, like he was the one who would surely win the championship. Like he was very fast. He's still fast, but I think like in the last few races he probably made some frustrating mistakes. Who pulled him, you know, to be into P2 right now, but also open the championship to the others.
Yeah, and as it stands, we have actually Jersey on provisional pole. Jersey needs to outscore Danny and Lepson by 12 points to be champion.
Yeah, it's
It's gonna be a tough job, but he's currently provisional pole, so he's doing everything he can at the moment.
yeah. Also, you know, we know how it is tier 2. We got a lot of safety cars, a lot of VSC. So, what's your prediction for today?
Ooh, Brazil is not usually a very safety car common race, but I would like to say there's gonna be at least one in this race.
Just one. Okay, okay. I would say
Yeah,
no,
either
two,
virtual or full.
both of them. Yeah, I would say
You're
three.
gonna say one each?
Yeah, I don't know, like two safety cars, one VSC.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, but
Um,
let's take a look at Horizon. If you wanna comment the lap of Horizon right now, is improving the first sector.
yep, sure. And he's already done a purple sector 1. Coming now into sector 2, the most challenging sector, most technical. He goes a bit wide here on entry on this right-hander. Also a bit wide in this left-hander. You really want to cut and attack those curbs. This one was perfect, I think. Gets a good exit. Spending a little bit of battery there, but still the last straight. I don't know if my mic cut out a little bit there.
A
That's a
little.
good last corner though. Very good last corner and very good exits. Let's see what he can do here. Horizon not fighting for the championship anymore, but he improves his time, but not his position. Keeps P4.
Yeah, let's see. Also, Danny Banani is not improving second sector. So let's see if he can get up, you know, to a place to be close to his contenders. But I don't know. Let's see if he can improve. He cuts a lot. I think he's improving because he didn't go into the pit. So yeah, just by 1.5 tenth, so 7.9. But yeah, just 2 tenths from pole. But yeah, as I said earlier, like the gaps are so close. The track is so short that you know even 2 tenths are a lot on this track. Like it's difficult to extract, you know, 2 tenths.
Yeah, 2 tenths is definitely a lot, and as I think I lost connection with the session, so
Oh really?
you need to. Yeah, I think so. So you need to take over while I
Yeah.
try to rejoin.
So I think we got magnetic. No, it's not on a lap. So I think we got Lapson. Yes, Lapson is on a lap now. So let's follow him on board. So yeah, here turn 1 and turn 2, you could take it also on third gear and then short shift on forward, but Lapson decides to do that. You know, just fourth gear and then a little bit of ERS of battery usage. And let's see, his first sector is improved by 46 thousandths of a second. So yeah, here fifth gear, not going wide, very good. Trying to use all the torque possible. And then yeah, here I think sixth gear, a little bit of a lift. Here third, trying to cut as much as possible, and that's very good traction at the exit. And yeah, as I said, you really have to attack all the corners there. They're not very dangerous, so you could use a little bit wide, but that's fine because you're gonna get a better exit. And here full throttle. Let's see, second sector is improving or not. Yes, he is. 1/10, almost and a half. So let's see. Here on the straight, he just used the whole battery that you have. DRS, and let's see if that's going to be provisional pole. I think it will be. So Lapson with a 7.6, so that's actually a good improvement. 1.5 tenths. So yeah, 7.666. So yeah, that's a good time for him. And also Pyoksopa improving, I think, his time with a 1.7.679.
Yeah, very good luck from very good luck from Lepson as I just managed to join the session again. And yeah, Pixup goes P2, so that demotes Jersey to P3. He's still in the pits, so I think he'll probably only go for one more run. Horizon though is on an out lap now, so he's about to start his lap. I must say that, well, as Horizon is not in the championship fight, he's Danny's teammate, and I think teammates might play a big game here.
Yeah,
And
I was about to ask you, like, do you think Horizon gonna help Danny Banani? Like, we're sure Chief will do that, but I don't know if Horizon and Danny Banani are like, same VSC or something like that.
I don't believe they are um, in VC. I could be wrong though, but well, if your teammate's fighting for the championship, I think you always gotta take that into consideration, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so, yeah. But yeah, I was seeing AR Gamer with a good improvement, 510, so he's into P6. So yeah, we're expecting to take pole. Watching for that, like, I think also Danny we know he has space from pole and for winning races, so we'll see how it's gonna be. I think he made a few mistakes on his previous laps, as usual, but also yours with a fantastic race last week, so yeah, he's shown that he has a very strong race pace. Probably he got a stronger race pace compared to quali, but from now it looks, it looks very good.
I'm watching Horizon's lap. It seems a bit better than the last one. He didn't go as wide there in sector 2. This corner also good. And well, he needs a 2/10 improvement here to go top, and it shows like a purple sector 2, and he is actually up 1.5 tenths
Validated.
on his time.
Validated.
So if he got a good exit there, he might go to provisional pole. Let's see here, Horizon as he crosses the line, and it is a 1.7501. Very good lap from Horizon
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Danny Banani as he was on a lap, so I was like, what is he saying?
No, but Danny actually invalidated.
Yeah,
so
Danny invalidated. Yeah, that's why I said invalidated. So yeah, Danny.
Oh,
Yeah, I was pretty confused because I was watching Danny Banani. So yeah, Danny just invalidated his lap. He went a little bit wide. I think it is turn 4. It should be turn 3. But yeah,
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Yeah, the corner after the first sector, where you can get wide.
You mean after the DRS?
No, like you finish the first sector, and then you know, take the corner. When you continue that corner. Here, where he's going now. But
Oh,
he's improving. Yeah.
okay. So at the end of the DRS, straight,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that should be turn number
3, I
1,
think.
2, 3,
4, maybe 3.
4. I think it's 4.
Yeah. But yeah, he made a little bit of mistake, just slightly a little bit improved the first sector, but I think he lost some time there. In the exit of turn 3 or 4, whatever it is. But yeah, let's see here. Hits very a lot the corner. So easy improving his lap. Yes, he is by almost 4 tenths. So that's a very good lap for him. I saw a few mistakes, so let's see. I think he's got some pace still. But let's take a look at this lap.
Yeah, 4 tenths would give him 1.75 flat, and he
That's
goes P2, yeah. A bit of a delay there,
Yeah,
but yeah,
same.
1.76 for him.
Just ahead of Lepson.
Yeah, now a McLaren 1.2 is definitely a dream scenario for Danny.
Yeah, if they don't fight each other.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming they will not.
Well, I think the best thing, like, you would hope for your teammates, like, if I were Danny Banani, I just would hope, Horizon to be, like, I don't know, between Lepson and him, so he can just block him.
Yeah.
But also it's going to be important, for Lepson to have Chief there, close. He usually is close to Lepson, but at least for this quali, he's just a little bit behind.
And Horizon actually retires in the pit, so
Oh yeah.
I guess he wants to save a set of softs, and he's happy with his lap, so well, he's the man to beat so far, so
yes, I'm watching
he doesn't think he can improve any longer.
But Pyuksuba's not improving first sector. So yeah, he's done like 1/10 and a half. So here full throttle. Let's see, it looks very good. The grip here a little bit wide. I think that's not a very good lap, to be honest.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a lockup there.
Ooh, that's
Also wide
yeah.
here.
Not very good traction at the exit. Still a little bit wide. So yeah, it's not improving. Let's see if we can do a good last sector. Well, it is basically is one corner that all straight. So let's see, he's improving, he's continuing the lap, so I would say so. Yes, he is. 50,000, so I think that's
And
yeah,
he actually
good too.
demotes Danny to P3, and Danny
Yeah.
already retired.
Oh yeah,
So
he did.
he's not improving.
Oh,
There's
so
Lepton now starting
yeah,
a lap.
he is on a lap. Let's see how he's going to be. So here we go. First two corners.
So Lepson needs 1/10 improvement to go to pole position here. Can he do it on this run? Final run of the qualifying here in the last round of the SLR Tier 2 season. Horizon now currently on provisional pole, not fighting for the championship though. That could be an advantage to Dani. Pyuksupe did a good job on his lap, but what can Lepson do here to get himself forward here? Good entry speed, a little bit wide, but that seemed fine for me. Seems clean so far. Not a perfect exit, but not bad either. Let's see sector 2 time, as there's the car on the grass. He's improving almost 1/10.
That was not a very good exit.
Yeah, it wasn't the best exit, but it could be enough depending on his last sector. Let's see, can Lepson improve? And I don't think so. No, he loses time there in sector 3.
Yeah, I think the last sector was it was
Jersey purple. Jersey is improving 2/10. Jersey could go to provisional pole here. He's about to cross the line. His second sector was purple. Can he do it? Yes, Jersey to pole position.
Oh, from
very good lap from Jersey
of a second. Wow, that was incredible. So yeah, that's full for him, and I think Chief with 7.9 is just right behind Lepson. So yeah, that's going to be so interesting. As we got yours and Pyuksupa, like the grid is is reversed. We got yours and Pyuksupa P1 and let's say P2, not counting Horizon. Then Danny and Lepson P4 and P5. So yeah, that's that's going to be incredible. Wow.
Yeah, so as I said, Jersey needs to outscore Danny and Lepson by 12. Tilda, yeah, Tilda, very nice lap from Tilda.
Good lap.
Doesn't get ahead of Lepson though, crucially for Lepson.
Yeah.
That could be very important here. And also one thing we gotta look for is if it's raining in the race, because Brazil is very common for wet races. I'm trying to do some maths here. As it stands, Danny would get 12 points, I think.
Yeah.
And Jersey 25. So
yeah.
As it stands, Jersey would be champion, I think.
Wait, but yours is third? Yes, he is 75 points. So yeah.
Yeah, so if it finishes like it starts, I think Jersey would actually be champion.
Yeah,
and he's in P3 in the
100 points,
championship.
And Horizon would get 98 points. So yeah. As it stands, it will win the championship.
And looks like a sunny race, at least the start.
Yeah.
The strategy for a dry race, I think, should be... well, I would prefer the hard mediums. It could also be medium hard, but I think hard mediums are better.
Not
but also that's...
soft? I think it was possible in Brazil, no?
I think the softs are like die off pretty quickly, I believe.
Okay, but yeah.
But yeah, also safety cars could play a role here. Not very common in Brazil, but well, I can see Jersey's pit lane, and he's got medium tires ready in his pit box, so I
Yeah,
think he's
well,
starting on hards.
do you think that's realistic or
I think so
just
because they
game
were
image?
hards, and then
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw them
okay.
change to mediums.
Okay.
So I think he selected the hards, but yeah, we'll
Well,
have to wait and
that's interesting detail to see.
yeah. I don't know why you can only see the
Yeah,
George's
just the
tire.
Mercedes. Yeah, George
Yeah.
stars. I don't know. So yeah, you were just waiting to just to get the fuel in, get the right tires. And yeah, but yeah, that's going to be interesting to see who's gonna come as the championship, as the champion. So yeah, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and here we go. Let's see who's gonna get better start. Yours into P1. Oh, and Horizon just sliding a lot, and Puke Super just in the middle of them. Puke Super just takes the place. He's into P1, just overtaking Horizon. I think that's going to be side by side. Let's see, there's this side by side also behind. I think Daddy Banana is involved with yours. They're very, very close, and Lepson just fighting with Tilda. Let's see, Puke Super, yes, takes P1 with yours into P3, and yours just getting, yeah, just losing another place, probably because he's on hard. And also Lepson into P5, is he fighting with Tilda? No, he can get the position back.
Yeah, as we said, George is starting on those hards. He got a really bad launch from the line on those hards, and Puke Super with amazing start made it 3 wide into turn 1, and then got ahead of both McLarens. Worst loser from this lap 1 is definitely George, going from P1 to P4 on those hard tires.
Yeah, well, the start from Puke Super, was very brave to go into, it was in the middle of the two cars and just breaks later and yeah, gets very, very good confidence to just get 2 places. But yeah, Lepson P5, so I think he got a place. No, well, I think he's still got in the same place as he was before, but yeah, Puke Super P1, Horizon and Danny Banani.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Danny Banani second, third, and yours fourth.
Yeah, so there was a bit of contact between Lepson and one of the McLarens, not sure which, on the first corner there that made Lepson lose some momentum, and then he actually had to fight with Tilda into turn 4 for P5, but managed to get the move done in turn 5.
Yeah, also let's remember that the track limits are going to play a key role there. It's a very easy track, to get, as it is a very fast track, it is easy to go slightly wide and get a track warning.
Yeah, all George needs to do here is keep up with the McLarens, keep in the train. He's on hard tires, which will not be great at the beginning, but they will start to be better as the race goes on.
As we're getting the McLaren of Horizon, trying to overtake, just opens the DRS as it is the second lap. So yeah, because just going into the outside, and also Danny Banani, is he gonna try the move into the McLaren? Yes, he is. So that's 1-2 for McLaren, and also that's good for the constructor championship. We haven't talked about that, but we got McLaren and RB for constructor championship.
Very, very nicely played there from McLaren with the double overtake. Very well orchestrated there on Puke Super with no DRS. He didn't stand a chance into turn 1.
But yeah, we can see there is the DRS train from P1 to P14. So everyone is in the DRS train. It was quite expected, unless there were some incidents at the start. But yeah, we got a very good DRS train.
Yeah, I think the RBs need to pick up the pace a little bit here. Lepson ideally would want to overtake Jersey on these first laps because he's on hards. And yeah, Lepson would want to be behind Puke Super this whole time. Also, Ocean Chief should try and go for a move on Tilda to be next to his teammate and offer some protection from behind as well.
Yeah, Lepson really needs to get past yours. As you said, he's on hard, so if he get better pace. But he's using a bit battery now, he's recovering it, so yeah, I think.
Sorry, I just saw Jersey went a bit wide there on turn 2.
Oh yeah, Danny Banani into the inside, by the way. Into the inside.
Puke Super go through as well. Puke Super on the inside of Horizon. Horizon gets a better exit though. I think Puke Super without any battery will have to concede here.
But yeah,
They're both out of battery actually.
Danny Banani takes the first spot. So yeah, he's currently the leader of this race. We pick Supa into third position and then you're just following him. And yeah, Lepson really needs to overtake, otherwise it's going to be difficult because you know when you get in that DRS train, you can recover. You know, I1 can recover some battery probably as much as they want. As you brake a little bit earlier, as you got the toe, and then you can do that except the leader. So yeah, it's going to be so tough to overtake. Also because I think yours, yeah, is high on battery, so that's not ideal for Lepson at the moment.
Yeah, also one thing that could play a role is the McLarens cannot pit at the same lap, so both
By the
Pieksup
way,
and
we
well,
got Tilda.
I-
Tilda trying to fight Chief. No, sorry, Tilda on Lepson. I don't know why the camera is shaking so much. That's annoying.
yeah, Tilda actually trying to overtake Lepson there. I think Lepson must have made a mistake because he's very low on battery here, so it means he
Do you
must
have
have
the
had
same
to
issues,
spend
by
a
the way?
while.
Do you have the same issue? My camera is just
What
shaking
issues?
so much, like the onboard. No, the onboard.
Uh,
The
I'm not. I'm only using onboard cameras, but I saw Ocean Chief had the same issue in Tier 1 yesterday.
okay. No, now it looks
So I think that's
yeah
a game issue. Yeah.
great to know that. Thank you to the masters for everything. But yeah, we got the Horizon, who I don't think is really trying to overtake Danny Banani. Well, now he is. He's putting the overtake mode on. So yeah, it takes the place of Danny Banani. So yeah, that's still 1-2 for McLaren, but Danny Banani is now second and Horizon is first. As we got behind, I think we got Keyboard Magnus and Sim Suarez with a penalty. But we got
Yeah.
Keyboard Magnussen probably. He's gonna try the overtake to get the place back to Virch. They're side by side.
Yeah.
And yeah, Keyboard takes the place.
One thing that Tunari mentioned in the chat is George is actually
Oh,
the only one.
Wow, that was the Aston Martin of Sim Suarez trying the dive bomb into the RB of Chief. That was very late breaking. That's this side by side. Is Sim Suarez gonna try to overtake there? No, he has to sit back. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. That was.
Yeah, I was saying George is actually the only hard runner on the top 8. So when all the medium runners pit, he will be left out of DRS.
We got the left. We got it. That's the first PSC.
And yeah, we have a virtual car. That was a collision with Magnetic, which has damage. Yes, he does.
And he got 10 seconds of penalty.
He will need to pit. I don't think anyone else will pit though. It's just a virtual safety car and still very early on this race.
But yeah, as you mentioned, yours with the only one of on hard. So the top 5. So yeah, that's true. Like whenever he's gonna pit, he's going to be the only one on medium. So he's gonna get the extra pace advantage.
Yeah, he is, but he's gonna be alone on track for a while, which he can push, but he will not have DRS. So we'll have to see how it plays out.
I don't know. You might get a fortunate safety car. I don't know how many laps can medium last. 20 laps maybe?
How many what, sorry?
Now, how many laps can the mediums last?
Let me check here. Is Super going ghosted there? Then we go green.
Yeah, we go green, so let's see, everyone's pushing battery now. As Lepson is trying, I think, to overtake. Oh, we go still side by side with Danny Banani and Horizon. So Danny Banani now takes the first spot. And let's see also behind what's happening. I think everything looks clean, but also I think that's Puke Supa. Considering the move there into side by side, both of them have got the DRS. So Puke Supa into the outside. Can he do that? No, we can't. He has to stay behind, just sliding a little bit. As he's gonna try here, but yeah, Horizon just puts his car into the inside, so yeah, Puksupa can't do anything. He might try and overtake there, but no, it's too risky. When
Yeah, and we're
Tilda
already
going
in
a
lap.
little bit wide, so we got Chief, who's defending.
Well, Chief actually trying to go for a move until
Oh
that. I was
yeah, it
gonna
was
say that.
Tilda defending.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chief
Oh no!
almost spins and is in the grass. Loses a position there to Sim Suarez. Still trying to catch the car. Here comes Keyboard Magnussen, but he's too far away for to try anything on Chief. But that's very disappointing there. Chief almost spun but manages to save it. But now
As you
out of
go
the
Horizon,
leader's train.
Horizon. Oh, and
Oh,
we got
Puksupa!
dive bomb. That was crazy dive bomb from Puksupa. Can he get the place? No, Danny Banani can get it, but yeah, that's good for Horizon. But yeah, that was a crazy dive bomb from Puksupa. He was so late on the brakes, but yeah, he can manage to do that.
Yeah, and there Puksupi is now pretty much out of battery, so he'll have to recharge a lot in this lap if he doesn't want to be under attack from Jersey behind, because these hard tires must be better than the mediums by now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how bad the tire wear is on this truck. But yeah, definitely now the Hearts I think got that pace, probably I think they're still like the same pace between mediums and Hearts on this stage of the race, so I don't know. As we're seeing just Sim Suarez trying to brake so late into, let's see, the last corner, and yeah, just going a little bit wide, but who we got there? I think Danny Banani and Horizon, I think they're just pretty much maybe collaborating, just they just let each other overtake. But
Yeah,
it's going to be, difficult when they decide to pit, because if they're not on the same VC, they could decide to pit on the same lap, so the one who is behind just gets stuck.
yeah, that is true. I think the driver that's in P2 must pit first
Yeah,
for
that would be ideal.
for them to be close to each other again.
That would be ideal for them, but we don't know what's going to happen. As go Lepson, I think like to the top 5 is like the least close to the other. So yeah, I think he's really struggling right now. He's 7 tenths, I think that's going to be 8, so that's going to be difficult to keep up. Now 9 tenths behind yours, who, let's remind, that is on Hearts. And I had,
I think he might go for a move here. No, he's just saving behind Horizon.
oh, and also got Virch. That is, yeah, they're just fighting behind. We're getting some very good battles also in
Yeah, and
the
Lepson seems to
midfield.
be struggling a bit here. Lepson very low on battery, now 9 tenths back from Jersey. He's in risk of losing the RS here. And he's got no battery to play with. A bit closer now as the group enters sector 2.
Yeah,
Will be
also got
slower
Tilda
because,
with
yeah.
it looks like he's feeling very confident. He's got very good pace. He's into P6. He's pretty much close to Lapson, but also
Yeah,
under
Tilda
threat
looks
from
very
Horizon.
comfortable here. He could take advantage of the championship fights to get a good result here, Tilda.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
true.
is thinking about their own race and winning the title, but Tilda is on for a very good race here.
Yeah, and also I think now, yeah, alright, Danny Banani. Well, I think they are fighting, to be honest. Also,
Puksupa is going
Puksupa.
for it as well. Yep.
Is he gonna go for the move here into the inside? Oh, Olivia Cota with Horizon, and he's going to P5, P6. Oh, he's losing so many, yes, lost so many places. I don't think that was
And Jersey,
Puksu.
no, Jersey is pushing for P2. Jersey goes past Puksupa. Puksupa is out of battery. No, Puksupa defense still inside. They're going side by side into turn 4. Puksupa is out of battery and he's still pushing. Jersey will have the inside. Surely this position will be his. And he makes it stick.
Wow,
George there with a very good opportunistic move,
yours
and
is doing
just
something incredible right now. That's crazy to think he's the only one on hard. He picked up the pace, and now I think probably is going to be one of the fastest men on track till the
and
rest
Horizon
of the race.
actually loses out to Sim Suarez that still had some moments. Did the same thing as Chief does and also lose the position to Sim Suarez.
Yeah, and also Lepson, that was good for him, He had the chance to get a place up and then trying to recover some battery as we got yours now going for the lead. I think that's going to be pretty easy
And
at
Lepson is
least here.
spitting.
Oh yeah, Lepson splitting. Is that a little bit early?
I think it is early actually. But now another crucial thing is we have both Aston Martins close together. Although Sim Suarez has a penalty, but
As Tani Banani now going to the inside, and can he get the place back to yours? Yes, he can. As yours is low on battery now, he's also got Puke Super behind. But yeah, I think that's going to be crazy to think that yours gonna get much better tires, but it could be also under traffic, and we don't know for how longer he will stay with his heart.
there's a crucial battle here as Horizon also pitted and is right behind Lepson here. So I'm interested to see if Horizon will work together with Lepson or if he'll just try and fight him to make Lepson lose time here on the undercut.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it really depends. As you know, I keep saying till yeah the start of the race. It depends if they are on VC or not. It just depends that. Otherwise, I think just Horizon's gonna do his race, and also it depends if Horizon has a better pace on these tires. But as we're speaking, there is yours getting the place back. I think it's gonna be like that till the end of the race. But yeah, also Pixupa is so
Trying something
close.
there.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he tried something there, but he's completely out of battery. Puke Super is. Well, Danny, I think is the one that is managing the better here. He's on 75%. Seems to be very calm and collected here, only deploying when he should.
but yeah, also yours now looks like you can get a little bit of a gap, of let's say a breathing gap compared to Danny Banani is 6 tenths ahead. So yeah, the gaps as you can see they're so close right now. As we got Puke Supa just with the DRS. He's not pushing batteries pretty low, 30%, so yeah, he's not going for it.
And Horizon has a chance to overtake Lepson here into turn 1. I think he will go for it. Or maybe not, he's not pushing.
Yeah, I think he's going
So
yeah
I think
to the
he's
next
working
straight.
together with Lepson.
No, I think he's gonna go to the next straight. Yes, he
You
is.
think?
Yes, he is. He's deploying battery. Also, Lepson doesn't want to lose the place. It's going to be quite difficult without the DRS. So yeah, Horizon will be tight now. What Lepson needs to do is just to keep the gap within the second to get the DRS till the end. Also, I don't know how powerful is the undercut there. Is he powerful or?
The undercut is pretty powerful, yes, but also the well the newer tires also is very powerful.
Oh, got
As
yellow
we
flag.
have a Mercedes, that's Larson, I think, spun out
Yeah, I don't
in the
think
last
that's going
corner,
to. Yeah, we're not going to
rejoining the
get any
track now,
safety
no,
cars.
no wing damage. And it seems like Horizon is actually just working together with Lepson and just focusing on his own race here.
As they're fighting, and Puke Supa probably gets the place of yours. So yeah, Puke Supa now into P2, yours into P3, and Dari Banani takes first place once again. So yeah, Puke Supa looks like now he just and yours defense on Sim Suarez. I think probably that was a little bit of braking. Yeah, it was Yeah, braking.
Yeah, but I
Move,
think the
but
move from Sims
moving
was
under braking, but yeah.
optimistic as well.
Yeah, that was pretty much, yeah, optimistic move, let's say. But yeah, yours now wants to get a place back. He lost two in one shot, so let's see if he can get at least the second place. He's pushing his own hot lap. And does he want to try the move also on Danny Banani? No, he doesn't have the gap to do that. So let's see now, can he get better
As Tilda
exit?
goes into the pits.
Oh yeah, Tilda goes into the pit. I think now we're gonna see multiple drivers, and I think most of them
Lapson is
are
going for
gonna.
a move on
I think
Horizon.
most of them are gonna try to go for the soft.
I don't think so actually. I think it's still gonna be the hards.
Yeah, but like if you're mediums, why not pitting like now?
Oh, and Tilda comes out just behind Horizon there, so not much of an undercut at all.
Yeah,
With 4 laps fresher tires just comes right behind them.
that's going to be,
So
you know,
they haven't made much progress at all.
we might get Tilda into, winning position here as we're watching on board with Danny Banani. I think he's just gonna get overtaken by yours just cleanly. Oh, a little bit of a counter there. But
And
yeah.
we have reports of rain in 5 minutes.
Oh, so probably that's okay. That would explain why most of them are just waiting. So we could get rain in 5 minutes, and yeah, we got the other just spitting, so it could
Ooh, there's
ruin.
3 wide there for a moment. There's Johnny just went for a move on Jersey, but Puke Soup is always looking. He's always out of battery. I think he should save up a little bit more here, but he's always trying to go for a move.
But yeah, as I was thinking, like if you get raids, that would be perfect to the for Danny Banani especially. But then yeah, the others, the race will pretty much be ruined. But as also we know that the wet races, we can get some interesting battles and also some
Yeah,
crashes. Who knows?
yeah, for sure.
As yours now
Yeah, no,
is going for the move once again. Ooh, we've got yellow flag. Who's that? I think that's magnetic. Or
yeah,
maybe
that's
no, that
Magnetic
was
fighting
Larson.
with
Maybe
Larson,
magnetic.
and Magnetic gets P12 here. As Danny Banani actually gets demoted to P3. And Puksupi is trying to go for a move here on Jersey. He's only got 11% of battery. Jersey will obviously be faster in a straight line.
Yeah, Big Super looks very
But
aggressive.
yeah, he's always trying to go for a move instead of saving some battery. But Danny now has 80%, so I'm thinking he's about to go for a double move into turn 1.
Yeah, but it looks like Big Super, is got very aggressive, probably because
Ooh,
also
there's
he's.
another yellow flag. Who's that?
I think
Is that
that's Virch.
Virtue?
Yeah, the Red Bull, yeah. But that's not gonna get a safety car or a PSC. So let's see, yours looks with a little bit of a gap, so I don't think he's gonna get overtaken now. But maybe Danny Manani can get Puke Super. No, I think the gap is still pretty big. It's relatively big. And
Yeah, Pixie is
also,
not saving enough battery.
I'm looking behind. I don't know if they're really gaining on the leaders. It would be interesting if you can take a look at the times of yours last lap time and Lepson last lap time. So we can
Uh, I
compare
can
how
have a
much
look,
they're gaining.
yes. So, Jorce's last lap was an 11.2. And who are you saying?
Lepson.
Lepson?
By the way, I can see
Lepson
some drops of rain.
lap was an 11.4,
Yeah,
but the
so
lap before that, so it was an 11.2 as well. So yeah, they're
they're not
pretty much
gaining.
on.
Yeah, they're not gaining. As I'm seeing some
And
drops
under
of
the
rain.
rain, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why the mediums stayed out so long. They're waiting for the rain here. Jersey really started on the hards, was the better call.
Yeah, also
He's
if I
leading at
remember
the
well,
moment,
Brazil
and
is
that
one
could be
of
crucial.
yeah.
If you're leading when you go into the pits to change for inters, then it gets so much harder to overtake, so that could be crucial.
Yeah, also if I remember well, Brazil is one of those tracks where it gets wet pretty early, and then also it gets dry early as well.
As Pixupa may be going for a move on Jersey, no he can't. Pixupa always out of battery, I don't know why he doesn't save more here behind Jersey.
Oh, and Virtue just pitting for mediums. I don't know if that's a smart choice, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not sure the strategy of Lepson and Horizon and Tilda of pitting was the correct one, because now they're just a pit stop behind and they have to pit again for inters.
Yeah, and also they
So
haven't gained anything to the leaders, or at least just
yeah, they
not
really
much.
haven't. So I think this, I don't wanna jinx it so early, but it's not definitely not looking good for Lepson for the championship.
Yeah, so far it looks
Um,
like he hasn't quite got the pace, to the others. So in the first half of the race, it looks like he was struggling a little bit compared to the guy side. But yeah, let's look here. It's not raining much, so I think the grip is still there. But Pluksupa now finally going for the move once again. Can he get the place? Yes, he just braking really late, and yeah, he can get that. But now he's going to be very low on the battery, so who knows? As Danny Banani is so close to yours, but yeah, he just not trying to make any bold moves there.
yeah, but Danny just needs to finish P3 to win the championship. So Puksupa and Jorce's only hope is for Sim Suarez to actually start fighting with Danny. Because if Danny finishes P3, he wins this championship.
Yeah, but also the thing is, they have to beat at some point. So I think the one of the best strategy right now is yours. With the heart, he's got that better grip I think compared to the
Ooh,
others.
Danny is pushing, he might go for a move here on Jorce. No, he's not, he doesn't want to.
So like how long? Oh, when Danny Banani going into the outside of yours, the side by side. When Danny
Ooh,
Banani
he
has
has
to
to cut
back
the
off.
corner there! Danny Banani just forced to cut the corner there to avoid any form of contact. Jorse
Yes.
just braked so early because he wanted to stay behind Puksupa. For some reason, he didn't want to go in front, so he braked so early there that Danny was forced to go around the outside.
Yeah, but like as I was saying, how long can the mediums log anymore? Like they've got 22 laps into these tires, so I think
Yeah,
they gotta pit as soon as possible.
the mediums should be not in very good condition by now. Ooh, as Puksupa has a moment there, nearly loses the rear of the car. That will allow Jorse to be so close here, and with 100% battery. Jorse is pushing. This could be the last lap before they pit. DRS still enabled. Will Jorse go for a move for the lead in this lap? Yes, he will. Jorse down the inside, and he gets the move down into turn 1. Easily there.
Yeah, looks like they're starting to lose some grip, but also might be also because for the old tires grip. So we don't know, but there's also Danny Banani is trying to take a look at least to try and overtake there, and as we're seeing, you're just going a little bit wide, so that definitely lose some grip there.
Yeah, both Aston Martins out of battery. So that's definitely not ideal for them.
But yeah, I think the mediums at least they must pit now.
Let's see, we don't have access to the weather radar, so we cannot say for sure when is the best lap to pit for inters. what I can see, that they're definitely sliding around a little bit
Oh, and
more. But
Danny Banani, yeah, was about to spin. Just yeah, the rear was really sliding, but yeah, no one is pitting, so they're just waiting for the rain just to going heavy and heavier and heavier. But yeah, so far no pits for these guys. Except we got the Horizon Labs on Chief, VHM and
ooh,
Head.
Danny almost loses the car. That surely will invite Sim Suarez to go for a move. He's deploying everything he can, but he doesn't have enough battery. I don't.
When
Oh,
those
and
are
Jersey goes
yours,
wide.
yeah.
That's gonna allow Puke Super to go for a move for P1. Can Danny go as well? He's gonna try and go around the outside. Ooh, he breaks late, but he cannot hold it around the outside there. It would be very dangerous. And if the Aston Martin of Sim Suarez had a little bit more battery, he would be in P3 right now.
And
But
a
yeah, the Astons
gamer.
don't seem to be capable of saving a lot here.
Oh, by the way, yeah, okay, there is Horizon he's fighting with Kibor Magnussen right now, but yeah, it looks like he was definitely the wrong choice for Horizon and Lepson. Because even if the rain doesn't get heavier,
Sim Suarez almost loses it and is now out of the DRS. Sim Suarez out of the battle as Jersey comes into the pits.
oh yeah, George comes. Is he going to pit for mediums or inters? That's crucial.
I think it has to be for Inter, surely. Yes, it is. No, for mediums.
Oh, that's mediums, yeah.
That's mediums for Jersey. And is it hards for Sim Suarez? It is hards
Yes,
for
it
Sim
is.
Suarez.
It is, yeah. So, well, that can only mean one single thing.
I want to see where will they come out compared to Tilda. They're in front, right? Yeah, they're Jersey's way ahead of Tilda here.
Yes, but now
Wait, but he's behind Lepson.
yes, he is. Well, we could have imagined that, like after all these laps, you know, they were way old.
Something must have
older
happened
tires.
to Tilda there.
But yeah, we got Danny Banani and Prix Super. Are they gonna pit? Oh, and Larson with a soft. Well, he is last, so probably.
That means surely that when Danny Banani pits, you'll be behind Lepson. And that surely takes Lepson to provisional championship win, right?
As Danny Banani is pitting now. So what tires is he gonna pick? Is he gonna pick the Inters or hard? But it looks like, yeah, he's not. It looks like he's not training anymore.
Lepson trying to go for a move on Horizon and also on Keyboard Magnussen, who is pushing everything, trying to defend here. Lepson trying to go around the outside of Keyboard Magnussen, who still hasn't pitted on these old hards. He gets the move done on Horizon.
By the way, Danny Banani
straight away on Keyboard Magnussen. When is that? Danny's so much further back. Danny's 5 seconds away, I think 4 seconds away.
Yeah, but also Danny Banani is on soft. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on softs. Can Lepson get around the outside here of Keyboard Magnussen? This would be crucial, but he doesn't have enough battery. Keyboard breaks early. That almost catches Lepson off guard. Can he move? He goes for the inside. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. Lepson into P3. That's a crucial move for the championship there. Now Puke Supa. He needs to pit surely. But it doesn't seem like it's good for Inters, so he will be behind all of those. Horizon now trying to go for a move on Keyboard, trying to slow down Lepson as much as he can. Jersey is still ahead of Danny Banani. He went past Ocean Shift though, and he's on fresh medium, so he's gaining a lot. That's Horizon going past Keyboard Magnussen, who just had a moment there.
Yeah, but that's going to be so tight and so difficult for Lepson, as also
look at Jersey! Jersey trying to go past both of them. Keyboard is gonna go for a move. Horizon down the inside of Lepson. Horizon down the inside of Lepson. They don't make contact at all. I don't know how. This is very clean racing. Horizon now on the inside of Keyboard Magnussen.
And Danny Banani is there, so yeah, that's going to be so close. And also
there. Horizon will go for a move on Keyboard Magnussen, who has so much more straight line speed. Jersey on the inside. They all go through. Keyboard Magnussen, Jersey on the inside of Horizon. He gets the move. He's now behind Lepson. Danny Banani gets through as well. Horizon lets him through, and Horizon is now just behind Lepson and Jersey on fresh softs. This is insane.
Yeah, that's insane. As we got Danny Manani, he's already right behind with soft tires, much better tires than Lepson. So yeah, that's going to be crazy. And and into the inside, yours getting and just going a little bit wide.
That,
So Danny Manani and Lepson, they're side by side, and Danny Manani gets the place to Lepson.
yeah, Lepson on these whole hard cannot hold Danny Banani on the softs and is now falling behind. Danny is in prime position to win the championship here. He just has Jersey in front of him, but he can even finish P2 or P3. He wins the championship either way. Our gamer has already pitted, so theoretically doesn't have to pit anymore. So actually our gamer is on for a win.
Yeah, no sense
But
they're fighting
we
with.
haven't talked about him all race, but he's actually on
Yeah,
for a win if he can hold the 3-second lead he
that's
has.
crazy to think.
And Danny now going for a move on Jersey. He's gonna get in front. Yes, he does.
Yeah, but Danny Banani with a real masterclass right now. Masterclass driving, like he's doing what he needs to do. So yeah,
Yep,
it's
we've
now
got
on
one
soft.
more driver on fresh soft with his Puke Super now behind Horizon. Now he has battery, he can spend. He's looking to make a move on Horizon and Lepson straight away. Let's keep in mind it's still raining and it's not interconditioned somehow. It's been raining for like 10 laps now,
Yeah, but
so
that's
I'm not
just
sure what's
light rain
happening.
probably. Oh my god, yellow flag is that? Imagine if you get a safety car like in 2 laps time.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy, absolutely
Keep an eye
chaos.
on Let's keep an eye on Puke Super here. He's deploying everything he can. Horizon is trying to defend for his teammate. But Puke Super surely will go for a move. Horizon doesn't have any more battery. Puke Super gonna go for the inside. Can he make a move on Lepson as well? He doesn't. He slots in behind Lepson.
Yeah,
We'll
but
try and
now
get him
he's gonna get much better
straight.
exit.
Yep. Does he still have DRS? Yes. DRS is still enabled. Lepson almost loses it. And Lepson loses 2 positions here. Down to P6. And Ocean Shift gets past. Surely this is I think championship over for Lepson here. I don't see how he could improve here. And
Yeah,
there's
that's going to be difficult. That's going to be difficult for him. As we
Meanwhile,
go.
Danny now
But yeah,
out of
they're
this
really
race.
sliding now. They're really sliding. They have to pit, I think. Like you can see now, but we haven't got the DRS disabled yet. But everyone's sliding right now. You can see
Yeah,
by the
everyone
driving
is
style.
sliding. The question is it already time for Inters? Do they just not
I
want to
don't
pit
think
because
so.
there's 6 laps remain?
I think it's still drivable. For
Yeah,
these guys, I
it
think it's
looks
still drivable.
drivable.
So.
DRS is still activated as you said. Puke Soup is only 3 seconds away from the lead, I think, maybe a bit more. Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 seconds. No, I was looking up the wrong car. Sorry, it's definitely 4 seconds away from the lead. There's a yellow. There's
Is
a
that safety
retirement.
car?
Oh
Oh,
my God,
that's
safety car.
safety car. Wow, I said that. I said that.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god. I said that. And it was. As predicted, there is a safety car. Lap
Into lost
31.
time, as you said. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Ugh.
crazy.
I need a breather as Magnetat goes for the Inters.
Jesus,
I want to see what
like,
the others do here.
yeah, well, wow.
They cannot. Well, I'd say the top guys, they cannot pit unless they are sure that everyone is gonna pit.
Yeah, that's. Wow, that's so difficult to make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never want to get into that position. That's
I think
yeah,
it's.
that's insane.
I think you should say the. Well, the magical phrase. You know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
magical phrase.
Absolute cinema.
Oh yeah, absolute cinema. That's absolute cinema. Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
You
so
can't say
let's keep
the
an eye on
opposite.
Danny. Let's see what Danny is going to do here. Is he gonna go for the pits? No, he isn't. Neither is Jersey. Our gamer is pulling into the pits, and Pixupa also is not.
Lepson
Horizon
is pitting.
into the
Lepson
pits.
is pitting.
Yeah,
Also
and Lepson
Horizon.
has to risk it. I'm not sure which tires he
I
will
would
put
risk for Inters at this point.
on. Let's see, our gamer goes softs. Horizon goes for softs as well. I think they're
Yeah,
all going for
Lepson on
soft,
Inters, yeah.
except for Lepson on Inters, yeah.
Well, I would have done the same, to be honest. Oh, he's blocked. Oh no, it was just lucky. I don't know why the game is lagging so much today.
Yeah, I also saw it.
But yeah, well, I would do the same. Like, if he gets like that this rain, I would be hoping, for a
Okay.
loss of grip to the others. And just
I'm not sure which tire is better right now. So we have Lepson on Inters in P8, Danny in P1 with 5 lap all soft. There's gonna be 3 laps remaining, I think, when we go racing. It's gonna be tight for Lepson, and
yeah,
but the question is, can Jorse and Pixupa do anything about Danny?
your
I
side.
think for Jorse or Pixupa.
Oh yeah. Well, they surely gonna try
Jorse,
to fight.
Jorse needs Danny to finish P4 or less, and Pixupa needs Danny to finish P5 or less, I think. I might be wrong here, but I think that's.
Oh,
I think
what's
that's
happening?
fun
Oh, I
stuff.
think Chief's beating.
Yeah, Chief is pitting, which will promote laps in one place.
So I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think at this point of the race, like the Inters and the soft in terms of grip, like, are equal. I think maybe the Inters slightly better. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could have a race engineer to ask, but
Yeah.
well, we might not even go racing this lap, so it might be only 2 laps of racing.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Or 3, I guess it's.
No, I think it's gonna be 3. I
Lap,
think it's gonna be on this lap.
You think it's gonna be in this lap?
Yeah, I think it's, or maybe next one. So we got safety car lap 31. So maybe this one. Even if we got the Ferrari still quite behind the grid, so I don't know. Well,
So Eversnack says the track is improving according to Jeff. So
oh,
that should mean that the drives are still faster at this stage. Our gamer on fresh softs could still have something to say in this championship if he can overtake everyone. Well, yeah, they're all just gonna be. It's just gonna be a sprint race for the championship. Danny just needs to make sure that he doesn't crash, and he'll probably win this championship. So he just needs a clean race from now on.
yeah. Not
Also, I
easy
must
in
say
these
that very few
conditions.
drivers have actually 3-second time penalties. I thought it would be a lot more.
Yeah, same
So
actually.
anyone who gets a penalty here is doomed.
Yeah, he just out of the race basically. But yeah, well, DRS, I don't know, like if he can get announced, like he's gonna get deactivated also on the safety car. But it looks like he's still on, so probably the conditions are still, let's say, relatively good for dries. But yeah, I
Yep.
think Lepson is just a matter, of gambling, with the strategy. You're pretty much out of the championship fight, so you just try to gamble it.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done as well. Unless he could just, well, if he wanted to play safe, he would have gone dries, and then his only hope would be for Danny to crash, and he also needed to improve to P3. So yeah, it's definitely a gamble from Lepson, but it was a very difficult call for him to take.
But yeah, well, safety car, I think he is going to be on this lap.
Yep, so we're gonna have 2 laps of racing.
Is he gonna be on
and
this lap?
still
Yeah.
racing. I think so.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So that's going to be 2 laps of craziness, I think. So yeah, let's see when Danny Banani is going to start. You also have to be careful because you're in lower gears. You're scared, to lose the car within these conditions. So you have to be.
I'm gonna keep the camera on Lepson.
Yeah, that's going to be important. So yeah, when is he gonna go? Yes, he's going now with a good start. It looks like almost stopped raining. So let's see, yours already pushing and pushing. Is he gonna try the move? No, he's on none. So he's gonna try to go for the last move, probably in the last lap. And we can see, and also rain has stopped. So that's going to be bad for Lepson. Rain has stopped right now. So we're
Lepson
going.
actually going for a move here on Virtue and Horizon.
Oh yeah, Lepson going for it, going for it. Can he get it? Yes, he can. No, he's
Going
going
for
Horizon
Horizon on
just
the
on the
outside.
outside. He's keeping the place, but yeah, probably the track is already dry, so I think that was a bad decision for Lepson, sadly for him. But also AR going into the inside, trying to move on Puke Super. And yeah, Danny Banani just trying to extend the lead as much as possible as we got, yeah, just one more lap to go. There's Puke Super.
George's tires also should be good compared to Danny's tires. The mediums should be getting better than the softs here. But Argamer has like 0 lap soft because this was all under safety car. He goes for a move on Puke Super, sorry. To Argamer up into P3. He can still have something to say. We're entering the last lap now. Jersey is going for a move for the race lead on Danny Banani. Can he go round the outside in turn 1? No, he can't. Danny keeps the place. Argamer slots in third. Can he go for a double move here? Jersey has a lot of battery. Danny only has 50%. Jersey is deploying everything. Argamer doesn't have so much. Can Jersey go for a move here? For the lead on the last lap. He's gonna go round the outside. He keeps it on track, but Danny defends. Danny defends. Argamer up into P2. Argamer keeps second position on with very, very fresh tires. Danny still holding on for P1. Will he win the championship? Argamer cuts the corner a little bit there. Still pressuring Danny with his fresh softs. Meanwhile, Lepson losing a little bit of positions. He cannot get the improvement he needed. Argamer now still pushing Danny. Danny just needs P2 to be champion, but he wants to win the race. He wants to finish this championship on a win. Can he do it? Argamer, 40% battery. He's got so much more grip. He's pushing, he's deploying. Danny Banani, I think, has a little bit more battery. Can Argamer steal this win from him? It's gonna be very,
I
very
think he
close.
can.
Argamer wins, but Danny is a tier 2
Champion.
champion
Yeah,
of the
that's.
season.
Wow. Danny
And
Banani. What a season and what a drive from AR. That was absolutely incredible. But Danny Banani is our champion. Champion in Tier 2 and what a race that was. Sadly for Lepson probably, yeah, not the races he wanted. He's going to P8 to try to gamble with the strategy, but yeah, he couldn't get it quite right. But we got Danny Banani who won. He's got P2 into this race, but he won the champion. So he won the driver championship. Also, I think McLaren won the constructors. So that was a very good season for McLaren. Looks like, yeah, as in real life.
yeah, what a race this was. I think Lepson until the strategy of pitting very early probably wasn't the right call. I think they needed to. Well, it's hard to say here because there was a late safety car.
So who you got
Which,
with your driver of the day?
well, driver of the day. I think nowadays we need to just nominate 3 people. So
Yeah,
one of them is definitely Danny.
yeah, Danny, I think, yeah.
Another is
AR?
definitely Arthur. Yep. And then for the third one, it's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is a tough one.
Well, I think, yours, well, consider you start on hard. Yeah, well, he started P1, but he got a good race. I think it would be between, yeah, yours and Pixupa, to be honest.
Yeah, they drove very similar races. To be honest, they were together all race, also with Danny. Um, Maybe we can make it like a Ford driver poll for driver of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. But here we go. I think we're gonna get an interview by Danny Malani. Oh, there is Horizon. Do we wanna bring him? Yes.
Sure.
Good evening, Horizon. So,
Hello.
well, first of all, congrats for the Constructor Championship, I think.
Yeah, it's the constructors. Thank you.
So, yeah, well, let's bring your teammate here and also Tier 2 champion. So, here we go. Well, first of all, let's talk about the race
Yo.
and then Constructors and Driver Championship with Danny. So, first of all, let's start with Horizon. How was the race?
Yeah,
How did you feel out on track?
it was very, very exciting. Like the first part of the race, it was a very, very big fight. In the beginning, since the beginning till the end, I had no free time, no. Uh, mm, Maybe I had one time where I could smell some fresh air, but like 99% of the race, I just smelled tire wear and dirty air. Um, Yeah, very, very intense fights with Lapson. Very, very strategic. I hold him back as much as possible to secure or to give Danny Banani an advantage, so he doesn't fall that much back. But Keyboard Mag did the thing I wanted to did I wanted to do, but um yeah, still well played. A beautiful race. The rain was very interesting. The softs were actually the right decision. The rain stopped in the last few moments. I prayed for another lap of safety car. He gave it to me, and yeah, thanks God. I'm not religious actually, but yeah,
Looks
it's
like you're dying inside.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit sick, but
Uh, okay.
no, I'm getting better.
Okay, that's good to
So
hear. But yeah, I mean, I think it was, at least for us, it was, but also, as you said, it was an exciting race. We got that DRS train. But yeah, I think, is that, yeah, your first season? Well, no, it's second season in Tier 2.
my third.
Oh, third
Oh,
already?
and yeah, my third in tier two. Like the first season I took place here. Sorry, took part was there were only two tiers, I think.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's your third, okay, third season. So yeah, Constructor Championship. Well, you were the reigning Tier 2 Constructor Championship, so you kept it. Once we was with Everslax, and yeah, now he's with Danny.
I'm very proud of Daddy Banani. I didn't expect at all that he will secure the constructor championship, but he had so much pace. He was tier one driver. He got dropped down, and now he's in tier two champion, huh?
Yeah. That's basically the summary. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start with Danny now. So here we go, Tier 2 champion. So how you feeling
Yeah.
about that? How was the
Yeah.
race?
Crazy actually. I was so scared going into the race, like going into qualifying, because my qualifying is like really bad on this game. But eventually we were P4, I think, in quali, so that's all fine. A very chaotic start of the race. Like everyone wanted to overtake everyone. Um, but eventually yeah, like the rain backed out well. But we saw that inters were too slow, so just went to the softs. So I thought I would have won it already, but then keyboard Magnus crashed. So that safety car actually was doubting me to go into new softs or not. But I stayed out and just lost the win on the line. But it doesn't really matter as I secured drivers. So yeah, happy with the title.
Yeah, well, it was yeah, it was crazy. Like, but also you're driving like I think you joined like not mid-season, but you joined later, right? Like you
Um,
were
I
like
joined within the
yeah, you
third
replaced I
race.
think Everslax, yeah, third race.
Yeah.
So did you expect to to be a first on the championship fight, or what did you expect? Till
Well, I looked at the driver standings when coming into tier two, and I saw that like Eversnax had a lot of points, and then I won my debut race in Zandvoort, and then I saw I wasn't far behind Lepson, so yeah, I was hoping I could fight for the title, and I eventually did.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
sorry for
yeah,
interrupting, but yeah, Santa Claus heard my message. He gave me the present I wanted. As I said, I wanted another safety car. Um, Yeah, you will soon fly out Gola. And Fedavara, you also will.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so thank you guys, and well, once again, congrats both of you for the Coltato Championship.
Congrats.
You deserve that. I think yeah, you've been very very consistent throughout the whole season, and of course, congrats once again for Driver Championship, Danny.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yeah, hopefully see you next season. Well, I don't know if you, Danny, are gonna get into Tier 1.
Um, I think they might place me into tier 1,
Yeah.
but then you won't see me as much because I don't think I will be competing for podiums or wins.
Well,
But we'll
just
see.
enjoy this moment, and then you'll think about
Yeah, we'll
that.
see.
Yeah, or maybe new game, you know. So
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe
yeah.
I'm gonna lead it, but we'll see.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining the interview, and Gurla, if you have anything to add.
No, just congratulations to both of you and very nicely done.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, see you next season then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya.
So let's bring
Um,
Gayar, maybe.
yeah, I just want to say that I need to go in a moment, so just quickly, okay?
Okay. So hello Gayar, 2 words, 3 words, let's say.
Hello.
Okay.
Congrats on the win.
Yeah, congrats on
Thank
the
you
win.
very
Yeah,
much.
just Gurla said that he has to go anytime soon. So yeah, very need to be very quick. No, but like
Okay.
congrats for
Shit.
the win. Like like we weren't really talking about your race, to be honest. Like
Yeah, I was
we were just so focused on the fight, you know, with the DRS train and also the championship fight. So let me say that it was quite unexpected. But yeah, what happened? What what did you manage to do?
it honestly was unexpected from my side as well because qualifying, I think I was like P9, P8, and the top 5 were just in different league. In the race, I began with the hearts, and I got wing damage in turn 1. I don't know, some people just like braked early or some incident there. I had wing damage there, and I had to box early under the VSC. It was like a chance for me to box early and save a bit of like time to compare the leaders. But even in the end, I wasn't able to, I think, undercut them, except with Magnussen help. When I caught him like in the beginning laps of the rain, he let me go into the second sector, and he kept the horizon and Lapsman behind for like so long, and even the leaders as well when they boxed. So he really gave me space to work with. In the end, I think even with that, I had no chance with the mediums against the new soft mediums at the end. There was no chance. And surprisingly, the leaders don't pit under the safety car. And they have 5 or 6 laps of wear on them. And they have semi-new softs. I think I quit my lap there, mid quali lap. So it was only 2%. So I was very quick and the grip was low. So it was more advantageous to me as well. I wanted to be safe there in after the safety car, but it just was so easy to overtake. Like I didn't even try to overtake them. I was just pushing them through each corner because I had so much grip there, and I had to make the overtake there in the end. And in the last straight was pretty good because I kept behind Danny because he couldn't really stop or brake to give me the DR or give himself a DRS. So I barely took it from him by a tenth, which was very good. Honestly, a very good end to my season of horrible races. So I'm very happy. Very happy.
Yeah, well, it was a good race from you. Like there was, I think at some point, like we said, there was just Horizon, you know, with the soft just trying to overtake everyone, and then we said, oh, but there is AR actually. We haven't spoken about him, but he's actually leading, so he might win the race. So yeah, we were quite surprised. Then the safety car came out. You got the soft, and you know, as you were just waiting patiently to behind Horizon, and so yeah, you got your shot into the
Yeah.
straight and the final lap.
Honestly, yeah. Well, also with the weather as well. Like it was very hard to see what to do. Honestly, I think the leaders did the right thing. Danny Bnani and ex Jorge or Jorge, they did the correct thing in the end because the rain was not really that heavy, so no intense usage there. And if they just pitted for soft and in the end of the at the safety car, I think they would have won, pretty sure, 100%. But I think they made a mistake thinking that they still had fresh tires, but 6 laps with the softs, and it was semi-grippy. It's not really the way to go in the end for them.
But yeah, so yeah, well, great race from you. Once again, congrats for your win. And yeah, like, what are you looking forward for next season, next game?
I'll
Maybe.
probably the same. I really just want. I'm really excited about it. I played the beta, I think a maximum of 1 hour in total with all 3 betas. It's good, but not really like I'm hyped about it or the game. I just want to race anywhere, any position. I just want to enjoy racing, and I think a break would be good also as well. People has been sweating for like 5 months or 4 months now.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
yeah, they
saw
need to
that,
chill
man.
a bit,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll have something coming by the end of this game, an event for SLR, and close out this horrible game, but very good season in the end. I think it was good attendance and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, it was definitely a good season, I think. Also, as we got 3 tiers, so yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, once
yeah,
again,
really.
as we're gonna get Lepson and Chiefs in, so thank
Yeah,
you once again for
no problem.
coming to the interviews, and see you next season then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Here we go. Do you have time to do that? Or otherwise, Gurla? Well,
Yeah, sure.
okay. So let's bring Ocean Chief and Lepson. So let's start with Chief first.
Yeah.
So good evening, Chief.
Hello, guys.
How you feeling?
It's great to be here.
Great.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the interview, Chief. And now, but so how was the race? Your race.
Yeah, it was all right. Like, I mean, I'm up against all these killers, so P6 I think was pretty decent in the end. But obviously, we're trying to bring home the title for Lepson, and maybe we had a shot at constructors as well. So we were just trying to navigate the weather, and yeah, it just didn't work out in the end, strategy wise. Yeah, because the rain came, but it didn't seem wet enough for inters. But then at one point it did. So it was like really hard to choose, in that safety car. And then when the safety car came out, I was right behind Lepson, so I decided, or I was ahead of Lepson actually, and I just stayed out then, so that allowed him to pit, give him a good chance at the front. But yeah, it just wasn't to be. Ran out of laps, ran out of talent, ran out of words.
But yeah, well, that's a lie. But yeah, but like as you were talking about the weather, like how did it feel to drive at that point? Because we were really, trying to ask ourselves like how it is right now, how they like the track looked dry, but at the same time like we're seeing everyone just sliding away, but the DRS was not deactivated. So yeah, how did it
Yeah,
feel? Like
it actually didn't feel too bad. Like, I mean, I was like in higher gears in the twisty parts, and I think I was bogging down a bit. But I think I was a bit too cautious. But you know what it's like. You don't want to like creep too close to the limit of grip because you will spin out. But yeah, it never felt fully like, oh, this is wet. Like we're slipping all over the place. But it was getting towards that. That's why it was so hard to call. And then yeah, when the safety car came out, like it was still saying 5 more minutes for rain. So I think that's why Lepson and went for the enders. And I just thought I've nothing to lose. I'm not staying out on old hards. I'm gonna get eaten up. Although maybe looking back, I could have done that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
but yeah, it was difficult, of course. But yeah, let's get with Lepson. So good
Yeah, thanks
evening,
for class,
Lepson.
guys. See you next week. Oh no, next week anymore.
Not the next season. But yeah, Lepson, I know, yeah, it is frustrating. As you know, you might also even think about, the last few races. Where
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
think.
how
Oh wait,
it
I did.
was?
Wait, I changed it wrong. I guess. Wait. Yeah. Let's say it like I found my new nickname. I did it already in my normal profile, but now I changed it in SLR as well. Like now it
Yeah,
looks
both
good, you know.
also. Yes,
Yeah,
I see that.
I mean, let's be real. Like, I till we come this race, like I didn't deserve the title. So, yeah, if I won today, it's questionable, but I deserve it. Maybe I did, but for the rest, like I had some really good races, really good pace, I think. But yeah, I mean, some tracks were just one lap too long, you know. I
Yeah, well,
mean, and I mean, nah. It's like I had a lot of fun, and I think the top four, five, six was really clear. Like pace wise, had really great battles with them, and I want to thank them all for having a really clean season again in SLR. And I also want to congrats Danny for the the win today and the championship win. I brought him to this league this season, and I knew he was really fast, and Chief saw him struggling in tier one, and I said he should be fine for tier two. So I cut myself there a bit, I guess. No. He's also in that group who's like you two guys. Like Gula is maybe still tier one, but I think you, Feda, me, Darnie, Horizon, Eversnax, John Wick. They're all like tier 1.5. You know,
yeah, yeah.
like between that gray area. But
Why am I
y-
still tier 1 though? I'm,
Bro,
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
worse than you.
Would flip is that guy? No, you're not worse than me, bro. Come on, sandbagger.
Of
But
course I am.
I was no, I just wanna have a little shout out to my teammate as well, who helped me all the way along for the championship. He did everything he could. Last week I had wing damage, and he was just sitting behind like Mr. Bean on that staircase, you know, behind the grandma, like yeah. Go on. Just stay in front of me. Stay in front of me. You need the points. So yeah, Ocean is a SLR goat as we know, and we got a more tomorrow a really spicy championship to watch. And
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
but yeah, today, sorry, I have to do the shout outs. And you guys, everybody in the commentary, like yeah, the blast as the coordinator of the commentary. You guys were always there this year, no stress. One time Feda was ready to race, but that's
Yeah, well,
another thing.
let's not bring that. You know, just I,
Yeah. But yeah, no,
I'm
I
still
love.
waiting. You
I'm a,
know, the you to
I'm a.
pay me for that. But yeah,
We
that's.
did repay you with a seat in Belgium in tier two, and
Oh
you
yeah,
won the race. You won the race, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's
let's
true.
say it like this. I'm a proud
oh,
admin of
yeah,
a
Belgium or whatever.
proud admin of SLR. So yeah, that's it. But now go to the race very quick. Sorry, I'm yapping again. But yeah, like my only excuse is I got it on camera as well. Like the last lap, I all tapped out to do some challenge, and then I got back in the game. And I had instead of 140 FPS, I had like 70. So it was like Minecraft. It was looking my screen, but and I
I'm
couldn't do
sorry,
my normal lap. So I was aiming
sorry
for.
to cut
Hmm?
you out there, Lepson, but I actually need to go. So
Yeah, you see this the yapping. At the end, I was not
Yeah,
fast
you know,
enough. So
that's
Yeah,
yeah, that's
I have
so
to go as
rude.
well, guys.
Oh, you have to go
I
as
will let
well.
you
Okay,
know.
No,
so.
my turn.
at the
Oh,
end, I
okay.
was not fast enough. So, but yeah, this is also guaranteeing me a seat for tier two next season. You know, so I'm looking forward to that. And
Yes,
yeah,
that was the plan all the way.
Yeah.
hey,
So I'm
El Plan,
looking. We're
El
looking for
Plan.
what to race together in tier two. Me and
Nah,
Gorla in
we
Ferrari.
talk after. We talk after. But yeah, thanks a lot for comms today, guys. You guys are legends. So and for the whole season as well. So
Yeah,
let's go
thanks
for
for
that.
Belgium, Fediver.
Man, he's gonna bring that again.
That's where my championship ended.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well.
So
No. It's well. It was
yeah,
our
we
fault.
leave you guys alone. It's all good, you know.
I'm
But
kidding, bro.
But yeah, it was well. It's a shame, but at the same time, you know, you'll probably learn something new, you know, for the this
oh,
championship. Like, So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you're gonna be back next season with a championship fight, and also also Chief. You know, if I didn't ruin his race, he would have been there. So yeah,
If,
he,
if uh, what did Max said? If my grandpa had wheels, he would have been car, right, or something.
A
No?
bike.
yeah,
Bike? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, we stopped the yapping. Thanks a lot for the Gula, and we Chief going to eat some dinner because and
yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to cry
Okay.
myself asleep.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
see you
see you
guys.
guys.
See you guys. See
Take
you.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye
Bye.
bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
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 So yeah, I think Gurla's gone. So yeah, thank you to everyone for watching the stream. I think that's been an incredible season as Danny Banani takes the Driver Championship and McLaren the Constructors one. So thank you to everyone for watching the stream, and tomorrow we got another spicy championship driver fight with Chief, and I think it is Kuber Magnussen. So yeah, see you tomorrow, and for me and Gurla, well, it's not there anymore, but yeah, for us it's done, and see you tomorrow and next season.